The small town woke to the wrong light. It wasn't simply sunrise. It was the way shadows lingered like tired thoughts, pooling under porches and refusing the morning breeze. People noticed trivial wrongs. A radio that hummed under static a breath too long, condensation on the inside of windows in perfect, useless spirals, and for the most part went on with ordinary tasks, because very small wrongnesses are the sort you learn to ignore until they are not. I was the one who listened. I worked evenings in the old theater, the projector lamp, my only companion, and people came because I could coax silence into a room and make tension turn to laughter. That night, after the final scene dissolved and the credits crawled, someone tapped the glass of the snack counter and left a smear of pale dry residue that smelled faintly of sea salt and iron. I tasted it, an absurd, instinctive experiment, and it tasted like wrongness itself. Later I found thin marks on the backs of seats, like delicate script carved by something that did not need fingers to write. Signals arrived in steps. At first, they were merely patterns. The same 3 notes repeated on different radios at odd hours. A filament of light that crawled behind street lamps just out of sync with their bulbs, and the distant, underwater throb of something large rearranging itself under the earth. My audience noticed I had grown quieter, that I watched the doorway as if expecting someone to step through it who did not belong. They called it mood. I called it listening. Night after night, sleep thinned. Faces in mirrors looked as if they had been fingerprinted by another presence, traces of thought not their own. I dreamed of rooms turned inside out, of geometry that actively disliked the words we use for corners. When I woke, maps were different. Roads curved subtly to bypass a place that ought not to be seen. Following those deviations led me to a field of dead grass arranged in concentric circles, like the teeth of some slow, patient machine. I tried to explain, but language slackened beneath the thing that watched. From a ridge 2 miles out, the town was a scatter of small, warm lights, and between them something vast and slow uncoiled, a presence not contained by space so much as by possibility. It had no face. It rendered faces unnecessary. It reinterpreted the horizon with a motion that suggested tectonics were for simpler minds. Confrontation did not come on claws. It came as understanding failing, memory thinning, the certainty that the soul of the town was being quietly audited, standing with others on the ridge. For a terrible lucid moment we all heard it. The low, patient arithmetic of an intelligence that counted us like currency, the cadence of a clock wound by an impossible hand. We went down because houses called in familiar voices. We washed our hands and pretended nothing had tasted of metal and salt. Still, beneath the ordinary static of our appliances, the same 3 notes thread through, and the lights in the theater gutter with recognition, as if whatever cataloged us has finished noting some detail and now waits, politely, to be asked.